Hi YouTubers and gamers, and I'm back, and it's another pickup video, and today I have quite a few imports to show you. It's mostly PS1 games I have today, but I do have a few on the other consoles, mostly shooters. So what I'll do is I'll probably get through those first of all and then stick to PS1 at the end. So first of all, quite a newish game. It only came out a little while ago. I think it was last year it came out. It is Riou 5. This is a Japanese Xbox One game. When you install this, it will install the English version, the English language version of the game, which makes life a bit easier. It is a very good shooter, this is. It wasn't cheap. I got this off eBay for about £50, but this is one of those games that you're not going to get cheap, especially as it's Japanese only. You can't get this in the States, you have to import it. So I decided to pull the trigger on this because, like I said, it's not going to get any cheaper, and in fact I reckon this will get, to go up in value as supplies start to get absorbed by collectors. But it's a very good shooting game, this is. I highly recommend this. If you've got an Xbox One, import this game. Excuse the noise over there, it's a cat going crazy. Okay, that's that. From the States, actually, I got imported a couple of games. Riou 3. The PAL version of this, you're looking at between £150 and £200. It's a stupid amount of money. But the American version is the cheapest one to go for. It's even cheaper than Japanese. And this was about, this would have been £33, but I got hit by a custom charge of about another £12, so it cost me about £45 in the end. But still, it's much cheaper than getting a PAL European copy. So it's Riou 3, another good shooting game on the PS2. But obviously to my American colleagues, that's dead cheap for you. Another shooting game, American one only, which we didn't get in Europe, which I had to import. That is the Ultimate Shooting Collection. I got this for an okay price actually, including shipping. It was about £28. And this one, what's good about this one, it's got the classic Chaos field on it. It's got Chaos as well, and radio allergy shooters. So I'm not sure what those are ones. And it's got a fourth game as well, which I can't quite read what it says. It's a weird title. But it's full shooters, but the main reason to get this is Chaos Field. On a Super Famicom, I've got this game. I don't know if any of you can guess what it is. There's a packaging. Any ideas? It is Super Phallus, or Phallus 4. We did not get this in the West. It's another platforming fighting type game in the Phallus series of games, and it's really good. Some of it's in English, so I think I can get away without the translation patch. Haven't got around to playing that yet, but I will stick that into Virtual 5 and give it a go. That was about 40 quid, I think, imported from Japan, so obviously not cheap. But it's it's not one of it's one of the less common Super Famicom games. Okay, turning to PSP. I have Darius Burst. Also got this on which I haven't got to show you what's in the game room, but Darius Burst, is it DX on the Vita? But this is the Darius Burst on the PSP, imported from Japan. I haven't had a chance to play it. I have played the Darius Vita version, which is very good, but I haven't played that yet. Again, these are not cheap, these PSP games from Japan. This particular one, I think it was about £45 including shipping, so it's not cheap. Another PSP game that wasn't cheap, this is about the same money, and that is Parodius Portable. This is a nice compilation of the main Parodius games. So if you want to get one Parodius game, this is a one to get, the PSP compilation. but it's not cheap. You're looking at about £45 plus to import. Even in America it's going to cost about the same sort of money. Yep, that's a in-demand PSP game. Turning to PS2, I have another shooter, Dodonpachi Daao Jiao. This was about £25 from Japan. Another top-down bullet hell shooter, but it's part. I think it's Cave. I think it's one of the Cave shooters. But yeah, with the Dodonpachi collection. Another bullet hell type shooter, but involving little girls in some sort of mech suits, is it's called Trigger Heart X. I'm trying to read it. Exilic Enhanced. Yeah, Trigger Heart Exilic Enhanced. Again, another Japanese import, but a really cool top-down shooter. This wasn't too expensive. This one, I think it was about a 20 quid mark. That was. Okay. We got this in the West on the PS2. Well, I see we got the first game in the West on PS2. This is a sequel that only came out in Japan, and that is Siberia 2 Ultimate Final. Another good bullet hell game. So there was the sequel to a Western release. Again, that was probably about £20. This one was a bit more. This is more of a £40 mark. It is part of the Thunder Force series. Thunder Force 6. I know we got Thunder Force 2 and 3 on the Mega Drive or Genesis, and Thunder Force 4 on the Genesis. I think that's why you did. And on the PS1, I think you always got this on the Saturn. I went for being a PlayStation junkie. I went for a PlayStation version. Thunder Force 5 as well. This wasn't too bad. I think this was about 20 quid. So another good reason to own a Japanese PS2. A few more imports. We have this combination. This game contains Ray Storm plus Ray Crisis all in one disc. This was about £20 as well from Japan. A super way of buying this game. If you was to buy them, I think you can buy Ray Crisis or Ray Storm 1 or 2 on their own in the West, but you're looking at over about £100 mark at least. So to get this Japanese combination of the two games for about 20 quid is the best way to go. Also, this game, I'm probably going to struggle to play this because it's in Japanese, but you know, eventually at some point in the future you'll be able to use translation hacks, I'm sure, or translation patches, and that's Clock Tower 2. Now, you did get this in America, but it's not cheap in America. You're looking over 50 quid at least in America, whereas this version's Japanese version you can get for about 20 again, imported from Japan. So I'll set all for that. Okay, the first Capcom Rival Schools game. You can get this in the West, but it's quite expensive on the Dreamcast. This is a PlayStation 1 version, so you've got Rival Schools. It's so minty, this one is. This was about, again, about £20 imported from Japan, and also for about the same money, Rival Schools 2. This is also known as Project Justice, and that is a really expensive game to get if you was to get that on a Dreamcast in the West. Then also we've got here another Proteus game, Proteus Forever With Me. This was about the £40 mark, a bit more pricey. It's much rarer. So quite a hell of a lot of shooters today. And we've got here the Raiden Project as well. This contains Raiden 1 and 2. Again, it's nice to get them all in one disc. And this was about the £30 mark from Japan. And then we've got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on the PS1, the Japanese version. The UK PAL version of this on the PS1, you're looking at about £100 mark. So it's quite expensive. It's slightly cheaper on the Dreamcast. But the Japanese version, again, it's about the £20 mark, so it's a much cheaper way to go. Again, it's a fighting game, so the language barrier isn't too much of a problem, really. And I do prefer the PS1 and PlayStation version of the game to the Saturn, not Saturn, the Dreamcast version. Okay, now turning to the rest of the games are all PAL PlayStation 1 games. Now, some of these I've got in a lot, but on the whole, the price ranges from these games from about £3, between £3 and the most expensive being £100 of these games. I think you'll probably work out which is the £100 one, but I will mention it as I get there. First of all, we have Skeleton Warriors, a really good, quite rare platform, well, not sort of platform, but more of a third-person action-adventure fighting type game set in the Egyptian period, but with monsters and stuff. So it's a bit of a horror as well. That's a really good game. And then we've got X-Men, Children of the Atom. That's a very sought after game. A lot of these games are surprising. I was just saying, PS1 games are creeping up significantly in cost. So these may have been half the price what I paid, you know, a couple of years back, but already they're rising. So that X-Men game was about 30 quid, so, and that's a good price for that, believe it or not. So they're going up with a lot of money. Trash It, some sort of puzzle type game, I believe. Lost Vikings 2. I had the first Lost Vikings on the SNES, so I'm quite pleased to finally get the sequel on the PS1. I got this part of the bundle I did, so it was worked out to be quite a good price. Auto Destruct, another sort of in the middle of the road Electronic Arts racing game. That was part of the bundle, so that's the reason why I've got that. I didn't go out my way to buy that specifically. This game I got because I wanted Broken Sword and Road Rash, and that is the Help collection of games. Like I said, you get Broken Sword, Shadow of a Templar, Mist, and also Road Rash. It's one of the best ways of getting those games. Capcom vs SNK Millennium 2000 Pro, whatever. Again, another fighting game that is becoming expensive. Earthworm Jim 2. I do have that on. I do have an Earthworm Jim game on. Was it a Mega CD? Okay. Right. Street Fighter 2: The Collection. This is about a £15–20 mark. Again, a lot of these fighting games aren't cheap. Tank Race. Oh, Tank Racer rather. Yeah, it does what it says on the tin. Okay, this is a nice combination of Bugs, Taz, Time Busters and Wacky Races. That wasn't a bad price, that was more of about a £6 mark. Some cheap and cheerful Lego games. Lego Island 2. Races. And Rock Raiders. Again, these were about £5 each. And in the past you might have been able to get them for a couple of quid, but I so rarely see PS1 games in a while now. This game has gone up in prices again. Managed to get this for about 14 quid. The First Odd World. Abe's Odyssey. And I was pleased to get this. This game was quite expensive, but I managed to get it's come down in money for some reason, which is unusual. I managed to get this for about £10, but I know a couple of years ago when I was looking for it, it was about £30. But Bloody Roar, another fighting game. Alright, and Eidos platformer, I think. Swagman. The Incredible Hulk, the Pantheon Saga. This is quite a good fighting game of sorts. Well, not a traditional fight, it's more of a, you know, you go around destroying everything game. There's a Hulk, but again, that's about a £15 game now. Okay, Street Fighter Alpha 3. Okay, this is quite a good combination of classic older Capcom generation games. You got like games like Ghouls and Ghosts, 1942, Commando, Gunsmoke. Yeah, so you got those sort of games on there. 4-disc combination. About I think I got it for about £10, so it's quite a good price. Ridge Racer 4, that was part of a lot. I think that might be a double for me actually. Cleopatra Fortune, this is a nice inexpensive £4 puzzle type game. I just got it because I like the anime style on it really. Okay, Mortal Kombat 4. The Mortal Kombat games on the PS1 are not cheap. Get the money. This game was a £5 game. You're now looking at about £12, and that's Batman Forever, the arcade game. Now this is actually quite a good game. The movies sucked, but the PS1 game is actually quite good. There's supposed to be another good game as well. Wu-Tang Taste of Pain. I think that could be a double for me as well. And this one, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. It's got like a ventricular type sleeve. Got a feeling that's a double for me as well, which I got with part of a lot. Alright, these last 4 games are these are gems, these are. One shown in the background, so you probably guess which one that is. First of all, this game was sort of a sub-release, I suppose, of Parappa Rapper, and that is Jammy Lammy. I got that for about 30 quid. I do like those sort of rhythm games. This game I got for steal. I bought it online from a charity shop, and the charity shop description gave no description. It just said the game okay condition, so I took a gamble because I could have ended up just with a disc, but fortunately it was complete. Got it for about £27, which is a very good price. And this game never came out in the West, not in the West, I mean in America, but we did get it in Europe, and a lot of Americans like to import this, so it's not it's a very rare game actually, and that is Bib Ribbon. Again, it's by the same people who bought us Parappa Rapper and then Jammy Lammy. It's like a rhythm game type, music rhythm type game, but quite unique art style, like black and white lines. Really, so that's, you know, that's quite a gem to have. Alright, this next game I sniped on eBay on an auction. I got this for about £78, which when you see it is a very good deal, and that is the Misadventures of Trombone. Typically you're looking over £100 for this game in Europe. In America you're looking probably about 3 times that. It's really expensive in the States. But it's part of the Mega Man series. I think it's like a prequel to Mega Man Legends 1 and 2. Very rare. Well, it's not rare, but it's definitely a sort. Well, actually, it did come out in limited numbers, so it probably is a PS1 game. But it's highly sought after, so it's quite an expensive game. This next one, again, I got for a good deal. Normally, you're looking at least £150 for this game. I saw it on an auction, buy it now on eBay, just per chance. I was just going through it and I thought, oh, I wonder if I can see any listings for this game, and it did, and it had it for £100, so I just pulled the trigger straight away and got that, because I know £100 is it's a bloody good price for it, because most auctions you're looking at over £150 for us when you can see it complete, because there's quite a few copies of this incomplete. But that is Suikoden 2. Yeah, a very, very priced PS1 game. I don't know what sort of numbers this was released in, but it's definitely an expensive game. So I'm not going to say it's a rare game, probably an uncommon game maybe, but certainly very expensive. What more can we say about the Suikoden series? It's it's a part of a classic series of RPGs, so by Konami. So I'm really pleased to finally have that. I've got Suikoden 1 as well, and I've got quite a few of the other Suikoden games now. I think I might have more. I'm not too sure. Maybe 1 or 2 which I've got to get imported from the States on the PS2. But no, I think I've got most of these now. So yeah, so I managed to have a massive significant hit on my PS1 want list. I'm down to about 66 games I want now on the PS1, and most of those I've got all the big hitters basically. There's very few expensive games on there. Saying that, even the cheap games these days you're looking at a minimum of £5. And like I said, I just don't see a PS1 games in the world anymore. I just have to get them part of job lots or on eBay and try to get a few good snipes and a few good deals here and there really. So yeah, if you collect, what I would say to anyone, if you collect for a Dreamcast, PS1 now, and well, Saturn's expensive, but Dreamcast and PS1 are rising now as we speak in terms of pricing. So if you want to complete your collections on those two guys, you need to do it sooner than later, because it will cost you a lot more money later. So go for it now, and I just don't envy anyone getting into PS1 collecting now, because it's it's a hell of a lot cheaper than it was years back, but now it's getting more expensive. Saying that, it's still damn cheaper than the retail price of the game, so it's not that bad, but it's certainly not cheaper than Saturn collecting, and in GameCube collecting is really expensive these days. But no, it's not. I would say PS1 in the UK is no longer a cheap system to collect for mostly, so it's about just biting a bullet and getting those collections complete. So that's what I'm going to try to do over the next 12 months, is get those last 60 odd games on the PS1, just so that they're out of the way. But I do get distracted, as you can tell. I do like to import a few games from Japan as well, and that's helped me importing a lot of Japanese PS1 games, because I've saved a lot of money by having a Japanese version over the American or European versions, which can be a hell of a lot more money. So anyway, that's it guys. That's my pickups for well, I say this week. A lot of these I did, a lot of the imports, especially I have had it on order for the past 3 weeks, but these are ones that I've got together this week. So yeah, it's a bit of a PS1 bias, but I'm sure you guys don't mind. So until next time guys, take care and bye bye.